It's this big deal where Cigna has announced it's going to be buying Express Scripts. This had been rumored before. It's $67 billion, 67.1 to be precise, but $1 billion. So, Brooke, this is a big deal. It's been rumored, and it's a big consolidation, actually, within healthcare.
It is, and this is just sort of the latest in a series of deals that we've seen. You have, CVS buying Aetna, and, part of this is in response to this Amazon-like threat where they've signaled that they're looking to sort of disrupt the healthcare space, help push down costs. And the other part of it is just that healthcare companies more broadly have been sort of struggling with these costs. And how do they get those down? How do they consolidate and make the healthcare market more effective?
I think it's interesting that in pre-market trading, Express Scripts shares up a little bit more than 20%. That's a lot, but it's not the 30% premium that is baked into the $67 billion price tag that is put on this. Is this sort of some perhaps skepticism by the market that regulators are going to sign off on this?
Of course. I mean, there's a significant amount of antitrust risk, and the real only precedent for this is CVS's deal, and that obviously hasn't been approved yet. We're still waiting regulatory sign-off on that fact. So we don't know, how, especially in Europe, where they take sort of a broader view of the market, how they're going to look at this sort of consolidation among pharmacy benefit managers and insurers.
This is a really interesting backstory to this whole thing, too. Anthem tried to buy Cigna, and the deal did not go through. Who's Express Scripts' biggest client? Anthem. And Anthem just cut their ties with Express Scripts. So Express Scripts sort of left out of all of this, and they're losing their biggest client. They needed to do something.
Exactly, which may be part of why they're up 20% in the pre-market, because they sort of had to do something. Express Scripts, really, they were facing some pretty ugly numbers coming up.
And there's legislation moving against these pharmacy benefit managers. 9 states so far, New York maybe next, are trying to crack down on what they see as overcharging by the pharmacy benefit managers like Express Scripts, which could further eat into their profit.
In part because there's big rebates that come back from the pharmaceutical manufacturers they don't pass on to clients. At least that's the allegation.
And the law in many states now is you're not allowed to tell people that you could buy your drugs for less, not going through them, just paying cash.
So many questions. We're also going to be looking at how much debt they plan to incur, and especially following the big CVS deal that we just saw in the market.
Exactly. Okay.